Okay guys, so in this video I'm going to take you through step by step how to do the toolpath for setup 1. What you want to make sure first is you go to WCS View Manager and make sure that setup 1 is your active setup. Otherwise you're going to set it up in a completely different area. So the first thing we're going to do is change the wireframe, and the first part we're going to work with is the little pocket right in here. So you're going to go to Toolpath and you're going to do Pocket. It's going to open up a new toolpath, and we're going to name this one Pocket Setup 1. So go ahead and change that now. And then hit OK. For the chain, you're going to start at this corner, or this side, and you're going to follow the chain all the way. Oh, not that one. Let's restart. Nope, wrong way. There you go. All the way around. Hit check. One thing I want to point out, guys, is before I move on, is that you want to make sure you've done curve on all edges first. Otherwise, if you select this, it's going to become a continuous chain and you're not going to get it, you're not going to cut it out right. So make sure before you do anything that you have curved on all edges, which you should have done if you watched my last few videos. Anyway, so for this toolpath, make sure it's in Pocket, which it is. For the tool, go to the Google Docs. We're going to be using a quarter flat. So find the quarter flat on the list right here. Go to Cut Parameters, change pocket type to Open, and leave everything else alone. Under Roughing, leave it alone. Entry Motion you can turn off. Finishing, you can turn it off, you can turn it on. Just remember, if you do turn it off though, it does save time, but if you keep it on, it's a nicer cut. Lead in, lead out off, and depth cuts on. For the linking parameters, all you're going to change here is the depth to -0.24. Now you can enter this in, or you can select it, select the box depth, and then just choose a part on near the bottom of the pocket. Then hit check, and you'll see the little blue bacon pieces coming out like that right here. If you want to check it, you hit the little purple box at the top saying verify, zoom out, and then just hit play. See, that's a nice cut right there. Did what it was supposed to do. Now because you did the quarter flat, it couldn't do the nice fillet we had in here, the 1/8 fillet. So what we're going to do now is we're going to, let's go to the Google Docs. We're going to make a contour. So under this, do a toolpath. Actually, you could do that, or you could make it easy and then just copy and paste that. For parameters, go to toolpath type, change it to contour. For tool, you're going to change it to 1/8 flat. Cut parameters. Cut parameters, make sure the compensation type is on the right. Depth cuts on, lead in, lead out off. Linking parameters, same as before. Depth is -0.24, everything else stays the same. Hit check. Regen. If you want to check it, select all and run it. That's nice. Nice pocket right in there. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the name. What you do now is under this, select the little red arrow, the blank space, toolpath, and contour. Instead of a chain, we're going to use window, and we're going to window around the name that's on the top. It's going to ask for a starting position. Just select any corner of your name, and then it'll select everything. So hit OK. The tool here is going to be the 1/8 center drill. So find that on here. It's tool number 2. Cut parameters. Compensation type off, because you'll notice when I turn it off, it makes it the dead center. It doesn't cut to the right or the left. It cuts dead on. Depth cuts you don't need on because you're not going half the distance of the drill bit into the part. Lead in, lead out, keep it off. And linking parameters, the depth here is going to be -0.002. Check that on Google Docs. -0.002. Absolute. Hit check. Run it. Nice. One of the last things we're going to do is a 2-part step for this hole right here. So what you want to do first is toolpath, and you're going to do a drill this time. It's going to ask you to select the point. What you can do is you can select the outside of the circle or the the center of the circle here. I'm just going to select this one for peace of mind, knowing that I'm selecting the right thing. So you hit check. The tool for this one is going to be the 1/8 center drill, which right here, which we just used. Cut parameters, we're going to do a peck drill. And then linking parameters, the depth is going to be -0.24 absolute. But you could really just select a point down in here and then just select absolute. And hit check. Should run it correctly. And it should look something like that when you first use the center drill. For this next one, you can really just copy and paste this one. For parameters, everything stays the same except the tool. The tool in this case is going to change to a 1/8 flat end mill. So find the 1/8 flat on your list and then hit check. Regen. Select the first peck drill along with the last peck drill and then run it. And your hole should come out nice and clean. If you want to run everything now, hit verify, fit, and then hit turn the quality up for the best results. And if you want to, you don't have to do this till the end though. For tool tolerance, in the verify options window, add another 0 to make it 0.0008. That makes it very specific. So you hit play, everything comes out nice and detailed, and you have setup 1 nice and done. So that's it, and in the next one, in the next video, I'm gonna go over Toolpath for setup 2.